And if you sit here and genuinely think that you're going to work your ass off through your fertile years and by the age of 54, you're not going to be suicidal alone with a cat, then you're dumb.
I ain't even who you think I am. I'm damn near a gang member outside of work.
What men are interested in life, not just in their relationship, but in their life as a whole, is status. I don't think most people understand, especially women, how competitive the male world is and how competitive it is for status. This is why men do everything they do. Men buy the faster car, not to drive any faster, because of status. It's why we want a bigger house. We don't give a shit where we live. It's because of status. It's why I want to go to the gym and get big and strong, because of status. Everything we do is about status. It's why I want the better jobs. It's why I want more money. It's why I want to be respected. So what's the number one thing we want our female to give us? Status. That's what we want. So she can give us status by being beautiful. That's one thing she can do. But another thing she could do is if I turn up home and I come home with my boys and she says, I'll cook you all a steak. That's status. That's all my boys going, Ross, you just been out all night and she's here and she's going to cook for all of us and she'll clean up and tidy up. Boom. That's the kind of girl a man's not going to want to lose because it makes him look good.
Without
That's
complaining.
what men want. Status. Suck a dick, blah, blah, blah. Listen, dick can only be sucked in so many ways. I mean, no, let's be serious about this.
Have you had the Gok 3000?
No, this is actually a serious point, right? This is a very serious point because the Western world has collapsed in real time and it's a failed society. And one of the reasons it's a failed society is because of the over-sexualization, especially of females as a whole. If a woman comes up to me and goes, I'll be the best sex you ever had, I am fucking revolted. I don't want the best sex I've ever had. I want you to be pure and a virgin. You should know what sex is. Cook my fucking dinner. Shut up. Don't come and talk to me about fucking sucking dick. It's vile. It's disgusting. I don't want to hear that shit.
Can I say something?
I don't want to hear that shit. What I want is a woman who makes me look good. No woman who's running around talking about sucking dick can make me look good. So I lose interest completely and utterly. And that's the truth. So what she's saying is completely correct. These are old school things, but it's not about the act. Yes, you can order food, of course. It's about the status that comes with it. That's what it's about.
Bars. Andrew Tate's 100% correct. Men basically just want three things: status, respect, and peace. At home, if you're a leader, you get respect. And if you get respect at home, then you have peace. So I say that like, if you come home and your wife knows that you're the leader because you take care of things, you take care of her, then she'll submit to you. And when she submits to you, it's because she respects you. She doesn't argue with you. She doesn't fight with you. She does the things you ask her to do because she respects you. And when she respects you, then now your household has peace because you're not arguing, you're not bickering, you're not going back and forth. What you say goes. Same way in society. When people know that you're a leader, you get respect. And once you get respect, you get to call the shots. And it's peaceful calling the shots because you don't have to argue and go back and forth and fight with people. Status, respect, peace. These are the things that men want. Yeah, men want love, but it's way down on the totem pole. It's not as high as status, which leads to respect, which leads to peace.
It's innocence that men find appealing. This is what most
100%.
people don't understand. Men want innocence, and the reason we find innocence attractive is because we want to be the female's portal to the world. Yeah. If I meet a woman...
You want to hear they've never been anywhere.
Never! I will show you the world.
100%.
The first private jet you get on will be mine. You've ever been in a Lambo? No? You're getting my one first. I'm going to show you brand new experiences because we want to be their portal to the world. They don't want to sit there with a man like me and go, oh, I've never been into a restaurant like this. I wish they would say that. That's the most fucking attractive thing they could say to me. But instead they'll say, yeah, I've been here, and my friend, and I did this. And
They drop Dubai and then it's over.
They start dropping about fucking other shit that they did with their men.
If they say Dubai, you got to get the check right away.
Yeah, it's just like, shut up. But they don't. So women don't even know what men find attractive because we're interested in innocence. So he's talking about body counts. It's not even just about the freaky da-da-da. I'm interested, if I have an experience with a woman, whether it's sexual or non-sexual, I want to be her portal to the world. I want to be the person who shows her something for the first time.
Jewels. Absolute jewels. Andrew Tate basically just dropped jewels for all the ladies who are watching the channel right now. The reason why men like innocence is because we're providers and protectors. We provide for our children. We provide for our wives. But that's why men love innocence. And this is why men don't really like women who have experienced everything and have done everything for themselves, because if you've done everything for yourself and you've experienced everything, then what do you need us for? It's pretty much, it's pretty much basic logic. If you're doing everything on your own, why do you need us? The other reason why men want to show you the world is because we don't want you to compare us to anybody else. We want to be the first person that leaves that long-lasting impression on you. We don't want to compete with another guy who's left a long-lasting impression on you. And the more you do things with other people, the more impressions you're going to have. We don't want to compete with that. We don't want to deal with that. At the end of the day, we want to be the guy who showed you something that will always last forever with you. We don't want to compete with other guys and what they've done for you and this and that. It's a headache. It's more stress on us. And at the end of the day, you're not going to be able to bond with us as strongly as you would if we were the person who showed you it first. And so Andrew Tate's 100% right. Men want to be your portal to the world, and for good reason.
A life without children is vapious, and it's inane, and it's pointless. And you may sit here and think that your career matters, but the truth is that your job will fire you out of whim and don't give a second. Don't give a solitary shit. So and when you're 52 and you're past it with no grandchildren in a house by yourself, and all your friends have grandchildren in this beautiful life, and you're sitting there by yourself, do you think the fact that you can afford a few extra Gucci bags is going to genuinely make you feel happy? I was at my grandmother's 93rd birthday. I looked there. My grandmother had 9 children because there was my father and 8 more. They all had a bunch of kids, blah, blah, blah. I stood there and I looked at my 93-year-old grandmother, and there was a whole room full with maybe 70 people that came from that one woman. Isn't that remarkable? Yeah. That nobody cared about her career. Nobody asked what job she did. Nobody asked how many times she went to the club. Nobody asked if she had time to go to festivals. No, you had 70 sentient beings, including myself, full of life from one woman who dedicated herself to being a mother and a good wife. That is beautiful. And if you sit here and genuinely think that you're going to work your ass off through your fertile years, and by the age of 54, you're not going to be suicidal alone with a cat, then you're dumb. You are dumb.
People like to say Andrew Tate is a misogynist and a sexist and doesn't like women. Nah, it's quite the opposite. I mean, that piece of information was bars for the ladies. So for me, I value a woman who values family. Like, yeah, hey, while you're single, go out, make your money, take care of yourself. But once you have a man, that man's goal should be so that you don't have to work and you can take care of the family. Because ultimately, that's what makes women the happiest. All this working and making money and doing men's stuff. Nah, providing and protecting is for men. It's not for women. And that's what going out and working every day and earning a living is. It's provocation. It's providing. It's protecting. And women don't like doing that. And you can tell because as soon as they get a man, they don't want to pay for nothing. They don't want to provide, especially for a man. They want a man to provide for them, and as he should. Because these are our roles. Women are sunshine. Men are the cold. And by cold, I mean men are the ones who have to make tough decisions. Women shouldn't have to. They should be bringing light to the family. My grandmother was the light for my family. She was the light that kept all of my uncles and my cousins and my brothers and sisters. She kept all of us full of energy and happy and loving and caring, and what kept our family so tight because she provided all the sunshine. And this is what a woman's role should be. Maybe I'm just biased because that's what I grew up with, but it worked. And when I see families that work, it's because the woman is not out providing. She's not out there hustling. She's not out there stressing. She's at home taking care of children, raising children, living her best life, living a soft life, and not out here in the streets with the men hustling and stressing and taking on tons of responsibility. Andrew Tate is 100% correct on this one. Those is bars for the women. Those is bars for the ladies. Bars!
So say good night to the bad guy.
Grew up in LA, 500, and now I'm here. This is Black Cinder.
I was born in it, molded by it.